There, look at you, ChatGPT, coming up with some. You're going short to long Charlie Francis on him. Okay. Oh, there we go. But like, 6 to 8. Again. Wow. Okay. ChatGPT put me in my place. We did another one of the ChatGPT versus PhDs, and as you heard, it had some good stuff. It had Charlie Francis's short to long, which okay, better than nothing. But again, there was another swing and a miss. And what you'll see at the end is we not only asked it about sprint work, so the 100 meter, we asked it about running a mile, and it didn't even first prescribe a mile run. It was having you do like 200 meters. So you'll see that at the end of the video. But it had a swing and a miss. The best part is though, it did hit a couple times, and it is better than I'd say 50% of the strength coaches out there because they're still just terrible. But for the strength coaches that they've done fundamentals, and if you haven't, make sure you get fundamentals. Click the link and sign up. But if you don't know fundamentals, or if you haven't been following any of our stuff, whether we put it out on social, on Twitter, on Instagram, or YouTube, follow us on those to follow our content. But if you don't know the things that we've put out and you don't understand like actual specificity and training demands, then you should be worried about ChatGPT. But if you understand those things, you don't need to worry too much. Either way, sit back and enjoy the video. Alrighty, here we go again. Another one of these reactions to what ChatGPT says, except this time we're going to look at how it handles training people that like to run. So I am a track and field athlete. Yeah, we're going to keep it nice and simple. Warm you up. Track and field athlete who runs the. Let's go 100 meter. What should I do for training? Tailored training, speed, explosiveness, sprint training, maximum effort, sprints, acceleration, flying sprints, block sprints, right? Power cleans and snatches, core stability work, flexibility, mobility. I mean, getting things, but in no way, shape, or form have they said any specific sets and reps. Ooh, recovery and rest. Yeah. Look at this. Again, they can always provide monitor. Again, here it is again. They're always saying, use a qualified strength and conditioning coach. Let's dive into the specifics of this. Okay. What do you like? All right, let me give you my reaction to this. Like sprint training. Obviously, you need to sprint, focusing on short bursts. But if this major, like, what is a short burst for maximum effort? What about the short to long approach with Charlie Francis? If you just have somebody start doing short bursts of maximal effort running and they haven't been prepared for it, they're going to get hurt. So this is not smart. This is like, again, artificial intelligence. Artificial means it's fake. It is not real intelligence. All right. So come on now. I mean, it's good that it says acceleration and flying sprints and block starts, right? So it at least understands this difference in linear running. Stride length and stride frequency, though, like what is the difference to somebody? How far they're covering it on each rep, how quickly they're turning it over. We're not able to talk about touchdown, thigh gap, maximum projection, angle of orientation out of there. So your projection angle, strength and power training. There is, yes, it does enhance your, but it doesn't talk about the angle of specificity. So acceleration training, horizontal, deeper angles. So yeah, but like it's not saying that. So like cool. It gives you something. Core and stability work, correct. You need to be able to transmit forces, but everything, I mean, the plank, stability on unstable surfaces. What do you need to do a Bosu ball for? Just be able to transmit force from your lower body up and not lose it as you're running, energy leaks side to side. But even at that, you're going to have rotation, flexibility, plyometric training. Define plyometric. Are you talking about the fact that it's truly reacting to the ground? Is it jump training? Is it weighted jumps? What are we talking about? I mean, sure, speed endurance. Yes, you need to be able to work on, if you run further, then the 100 meters should seem easier. technique work. I mean, for the love of God, if you're talking about actually doing arm action drills, ChatGPT, I'm going to fight you because that's just not smart. Knee lift. What is knee lift? I mean, okay, we're talking about frontside mechanics here, but this is just so vanilla. It's ridiculous. Allow sufficient rest. What is sufficient rest? What are we talking about? How long is too long? All right, so let's go. What do you recommend? You all get to see that I can't spell. Okay. Recommend. My wife knows this. I don't spell well, but whatever. That's not. What do you recommend I do for the short bursts of maximum effort sprint work? How far should the reps be? And how many reps should I do over 12 weeks? See what you got now, ChatGPT. Different approaches. Start with shorter distances. Okay, here we go. There, look at you, ChatGPT, coming up with some. You're going short to long, Charlie Francis on them. Okay, oh, there we go. But like 6 to 8 again. Wow. Okay. ChatGPT put me in my place. Okay. Thank you for this. What days during the week should I do these short sprints? And what days should I do my longer sprints? Additionally, how far? Additionally, what would you suggest I do for my sprint work on the longer sprint days during these 12 weeks? All right, let's read this back, make sure it makes sense. All right, thank you for this. What days of the week should I do these short sprints? And what days should I do my longer sprints? Additionally, what would you suggest I do for my sprint work on the longer days during these 12 weeks? When scheduling is important. We know that. Ooh. Main workout. Here's an example. Holy cow, this thing is ridiculous. Okay, I mean, it again here. So here's the vanilla-ness. Like, okay, it is. I mean, this is pretty darn good. It's telling you on your short sprint days, make sure you have 48 hours of rest in between your high CNS days of your short sprints before your longer days. Awesome, absolutely correct. Then have longer sprint days. But again, if you're just letting this thing be vanilla, it says aim to have 2 to 3 short sprint sessions per week. Okay, if I am a person that knows nothing, I'd say, okay, I want to do 3, and then I need 2 longer sprint sessions. But then there's no way to actually get your 48 hours of rest in between. So I guess ChatGPT is assuming that they know that. But here's one of the biggest flaws within this. We asked it originally, hey, I am a 100-meter sprinter and I need to now pair my acceleration work with my, higher end running stuff. And this is where I would say it has a flaw because it's now getting you to run too far. I think you should be running these longer distance with the opposite of that short to long approach. And now you need to be working the long to short. So that could be your, longer distance stuff. So maybe you start with your 250s, go to the 200s, and then the 150s. And maybe you're not running them as fast at first, obviously, because you're going exceeding the demands by 150%. I mean, technically 250% because you're doing 250. Yeah, you do a couple of those at tempo pace, then shorten it. So that way now you're running 150s in that final week in addition to these 80 to 100s. That I think would be a lot better. So ChatGPT, I got you there. All right. My PhD is better than ChatGPT. All right. Yeah, I totally just did a flex. Did it on purpose. All right. So that's the sprint work. Okay. Well, let's ask it. Let's do some distance running. Okay. I want to train for the mile as a track athlete. What should I do to prepare? Here we go. Aerobic base. Develop a strong aerobic foundation. Comfortable pace, cardiovascular fitness, mileage. Increase your weekly mileage to build endurance. I mean, how many miles are you going to recommend, ChatGPT? Oh, you're stumped on this one. You got that little square. You're thinking. I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah, look at that. It took you like 10 set interval training. I got you now, ChatGPT. Oh, I totally got you now. This is taking you forever. And now you're figuring it. Okay. 800s, fartlek, tempo runs. Okay. Man, Charlie Francis has affected you. Rest in power, Charlie. From the other side. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you getting ChatGPT in line. I swear to God, if you start saying the word short to long in here, though, I'll be 200-meter repeats. I mean, sure. Because that technically, I don't know about that hill training race strategy. Oh, you're just throwing out stuff now, ChatGPT. Remember to gradually progress the intent. Okay, so we're going to thank you for that. Based on this recommendation, what should my training routine look like for a 3-day per week, 8-week program? Thank you for that. Based on this recommendation, what should my training routine look like for a 3-day per week, 8-week program? What do you got, ChatGPT? $800 again. Wonder if you've ever heard about feeding the cats. Why are you still making me run 200s? Did you what? This is really at no point. I mean, come on. So okay, like follow, like come on, y'all. ChatGPT. We asked it questions about how to run a mile, and it didn't even have you running a mile on any of these days. What do you? Thank you, but you did not have me run a mile any of the days during that program. I'm afraid if I do not run a mile before the competition, I might not perform as well as I could. What we got now? It just loves this 200-meter thing. See, because again, here's another flaw. Like it's just so vanilla. Like, why 8 repetitions? Remember, listen to your body. 8 repetitions of 200s. So at least it progressed and says, 6 to 8. It's assuming you did 6 because then it's saying 8. Same rest time, but I mean, here, why not run a little bit further than it? Like you could go a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, or a mile and 3/4. 3 to 4 800s. What does it tell you to do here? 4 to 5. Again, at least it understands the idea of basic progression and regression. But like we said before with the powerlifting one, it gives you something. So I guess you could say it's better than nothing. It is still dangerously not what you need to do. So, strength and conditioning coaches out there, sports performance coaches, whatever you want to be called, again, it is not going to steal your job when it comes to running. It didn't do it with lifting only. It's not doing it with running only. Next time we do this, we'll do it with some team sports. We'll mess around with it, but you got nothing to fear with this thing right now. I got you, ChatGPT. PhD over ChatGPT. Deal with it.
Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Why don't you celebrate by watching more videos just like it? You can also help us on our quest to placate the algorithm gods by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you.